Making $406 trading Google. What's going on, guys? Welcome on into the recap. By the way, I will mention that in this recap, we technically, on Friday, September 6th, happened to be a pretty good day. We made $734 if you round it up. We are now green on the month after really just two green trades, realistically. And I believe if I go to year to date, I believe that's the biggest day of the year. A couple reasons behind that, which I'll talk about. And yeah, 531 was a previous. Couple reasons behind that, which we'll talk about. And maybe we're back on track. I don't know. We'll see. But two trades I don't think is really a ton of data to go off of. But we haven't had two nice trades like this. And I will say one of them was nice. One was not nice. Not as nice. The one that was nice was today, or this one that we're talking about. So, yeah, so 406. Did I read that right? $406. Yeah, $406. This was traded on a $10,000 and a $25,000 account. Combine them, call it 35K. So essentially, this is traded with $35,000. Not that I put $35,000 into the trade. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. No, I definitely did not. But that size, those accounts to make this. So I risk. What I've been doing is trading a $10,000 account. I had added on, that one is funded. I added on a $25,000 account when they had a pretty big sale, 30% off sales. I'm like, let's fucking do it. And now I have a trade copier connecting the 10K to the 25K, so it copies it. So partially to blame as to why this is the biggest day of the year, but also you have a swing trade closing and a day trade closing on the same day. So that'll do it. But there you go. So we're greens for now. We could lose. It could be gone by Monday. We could be back to red. We'll see. But yeah, here's Google's trade. A couple executions to kind of go off of. To be honest, this is one of those where if I just said it and forget it, I would have made a little bit more money actually, which would be probably like $500 in the trade total, which would be kind of crazy. But hey, it is what it is, and I'll talk about why I did what I did. So some partial profits taken. And then the final closeout. If I jump back to Google's chart, my ultimate target was 152. And if you take a peek at what you see on Google and how it finished the day at 152.12. Technically speaking, we undercut 152 in the last 5 to 10 minutes of the day. Actually, I think the last 5 minutes of the day. And, so we would have got it. But I got a little careful. I was like, into this push down. I was like, let me just lock some gains into this move down. I locked some gains into this move down. I locked some gains into this move down just because I was like, let me just in case we don't get the targets. And I don't want to be sitting there at 359 fumbling my keyboard. Oh my God, it froze. My keyboard, disconnected. And now my mouse is down. My mouse actually has got like 10% battery. So I guess I could have lost battery. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I scramble to get out of that position. Then I forget, or I can't get out in time. Then I go into the weekend holding a position that I didn't want to hold. So that's partially why I took the profits where I did. But we got the move we pretty much were looking for. So I'm happy about that. So the trade was on the 4-hour time frame. Here it is. Here's the whole thing. I mean, it legitimately took the entire day to get to. But I kind of had that feeling going in. I was like, hey, when we enter this trade, on the 4-hour time frame, this could take a while. We might not get my target, and I might be kind of sitting somewhere in the middle here. Oh, shit. I might be sitting somewhere in the middle here by end of day and have to close out, a smaller winner than I would like. Yeah, I that was a possibility. I knew that going in, but it is what it is. And we just, we locked the game. It worked out. You never know. Google's down 4% on the day. It's not a common number. It's not commonly down 4% on the day. So that was kind of part of it. But when you have consolidation for a couple of days, you've got the setup that we had, you had a higher potential per my strategy to get that move. So bigger time frames aligned very nicely. We had the setup beautifully. 157 was kind of the level. We broke the 156.50 area, which was this low right here. I mean, once that went, we're off to the races to the downside. So there you have it. I'm going to screenshot this so I have to add it to my trade recaps. But yeah, let me just actually toss it in here right now and do it. This is, again, tracked on TradeZella like always. I now, again, have... It technically is doubling the amount of trades. So this month, the amount of trades that I take will look like a lot more. Maybe. I mean, maybe it depends on how many trades we ultimately take the rest of the month. It'll look like a lot more than it really is because they're being doubled, essentially. So just something to think about or take into consideration. Do I have to track all of this stuff? No, I guess I could just, track one account and make it easier, but I'm going to do both just because it's for full transparency, and technically that's what I'm trading with. So, in a perfect world, yeah, we'd go to a $200,000 account and we wouldn't really bother too much with the other account. So, that's kind of how it eventually will be. But until then, we will do this. So now what I also want to touch on is, I just want to touch on really quick as I'm doing this, the risk reward so far on the month. So let's take a peek at that. So yeah, at the top, you see my win rate is 36%. That's actually much better than last month. And by the way, I would take that actually with my risk reward right now. It's technically profitable. So we'll take it. But yeah, average win-loss is 2.17, which is really good, meaning my average winner 186, average loser 85.80. Pretty good stuff. We'll see how that plays out over time. I think that number may, if the win rate goes higher, this number may come down. Usually there's some push and pull, but so far, so good. So technically speaking, on these trades, we have 1, 2. Let me just see. Is this for the month? I think the month of we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades technically. 7 trades technically for the month. Well, it's telling me I've got 11. So there you go. There you have it. Cool. Biggest day of the year. Great, but it's not surprising when stars aligned like they did. So I'll see you in the next recap. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day. I think it's Sunday. Watch some football maybe, and I'll see you next time. TC10 saves you 10% at TradeZella, by the way. Do it if you want to save money.